Wiggum here from Clan Red and Omega, showing you another attack plan and execution. This time, you can see from my army composition below, I decided to go with an AQ walk with hogs. Now, in looking at this base, there's a number of reasons that I wanted to do that, and I should note that this was a fresh attack, so I didn't have the benefit of knowing where bombs and Teslas were, so I figured this was probably the safest route to secure the three. So, there's a couple things I want to note. First, there's a lot of space in the center of this space which could contain Teslas and or giant bombs. And while I could certainly jump in there and disable some of them with a kill squad and then hog behind it, there's a number of uncertainties there. First, it is possible that this person could have put single bombs here, could even put single bombs or Teslas in any of these spaces that I'm marking. And because of that, I don't want to get too entirely clever with how I attack, because it could be that they've placed a giant bomb there, and it could really mess up with my hogging if I just go in there blindly like that. So instead, what I decided to do is an EQ walk to try to take out the Archer Queen, the Clan Castle, the Barbarian King, and a couple of the defenses, and then hog behind it. And what I'm going to do for my hogging is I'm going to do counterclockwise hogging. So I'm going to start in this direction, maybe add some hogs here, and you'll note when you add hogs here, you may want to stagger drop them. So drop the first one just to check for a giant bomb, and then drop the remaining hogs. And then I'm also going to drop some hogs up here, and they're going to path into the base this way, and that way I get a nice shape for my hogs as they're cutting across the base in this direction. That's going to line up really nicely for some heals. So I could have a heal spell here, roughly, if I need it. I could have a heal spell over here if I need it. And then my planning is to have a heal spell here. And that's actually what I do in the attack, and it wasn't entirely optimal, but I'll show you that. Okay, so this is my rough plan in attacking this base. For the hog portion, for the AQ walk, it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to put my Archer Queen right here, and I'm going to aim to go in this general direction with her. And that's going to allow me to take out this queen. His Archer Queen is going to jump out and say hello, and mine's going to shoot her in the face. And then it allows me to strafe across, maybe take out this Clan Castle, maybe take out some Teslas that may pop up, and that may help my hogs path better around the base. You notice I'm running 3 heals, 1 rage. The rage is mostly for the healers more than the Archer Queen, because I'm only running 4 and I am going to encounter some stiff resistance. And then a poison. The poison is going to be for the CC if it's poisonable, or if I need to slow down its attacks. Otherwise, the poison is going to be used for skeletons that might want to mess with my hogs. Now, anytime you have a lot of outside storages like this, you're going to need to plan some cleanup wizards. It's nice to plan 1 cleanup wizard for every 2 storage buildings. That's kind of the rule of thumb that I think of when I'm planning out my cleanup. So, you know, I'm thinking about cleanup wizards on the edges here and here, and I may drop a cleanup wizard back here also. My hogs, the way they're going to path, they're going to take out the east side of the base fairly readily, I hope. So I shouldn't need any cleanup in that direction. If nothing else, my Archer Queen is going to be there. Now, I'm completely leaving off my Barbarian King. I don't really have any good ideas for what to do with my Barbarian King here. Honestly, if my Barbarian King were upgrading, I would still attack in this manner. I just wouldn't use them, and I think I'd be fine. But just for giggles, I'm going to drop my Barbarian King wherever in the raid that I may need some tanking. Like if my hogs get thinned out by spring traps and I need some more tanking, I may drop my Barbarian King right up here. Or I may need my Barbarian King for cleanup, so I'll just kind of play it by feel there. Or I could, you may be thinking to yourself, well, you could just drop your Barbarian King in a way that your Barbarian King will murder the Archer Queen. That's what the Barbarian King usually does, right? Well, I don't want my healers to split. I want my healers to stick on my Queen, and because of that, I don't want any competition for their attention. So Barbarian King's going to stay in reserve, and we'll see where we use him. Okay. All this planned, let's see where we get with the attack. Okay, so we dropped the Archer Queen first with our 4 healers. There is an air sweeper there, but I'm not really concerned. It can't blow my healers very far away. You see, they're still in range to heal the Queen, even when the sweeper is blowing them pretty much to the edge of the map. So I've got a couple of funneling minions on the left. That's just to help my Queen go the direction I want her to. So the enemy archer queen engages. You notice I'm still not raging. You might be thinking, oh, you need to rage. But I'm saving my rage for the clan castle. So now that the clan castle spawned, I'm going to drop my rage spell. The queen is going to get fairly low, but remember I haven't used my cloak ability yet, which I'm holding in reserve. Now, hogging has already started. You see the stagger drop like I'm talking about, and what I'm going to be doing is just having these hogs shape the base a certain way. Okay, there was a Tesla that spawned, there was a Skelly trap that spawned, and I dropped my first heal. Now, I'm in favor of dropping your poison earlier rather than later. As soon as that first pack of skeletons spawns, just get rid of it. If another pack spawns later, well, your hogs will be much closer to finishing the base anyway, and then they can kill them manually. Okay, so hogging is going very well. Cleanup wizards have already started. Drop my second heal here. And so we do have 4 Teslas in the center. My queen is tanking. Oh, there's my king. Find something useful to do. And I went ahead and dropped my third heal here. Now this, in hindsight, was a mistake. Instead, I should have saved it for my hogs pathing toward the center because they hit a double giant bomb. They hit a giant bomb here, take out a Tesla. They take out another Tesla, but really they need to be under heal here because now there's another giant bomb and all my hogs are dead. So that's a little bit sloppy on my part, but with the Archer Queen there is no doubt that I'm going to secure the 3. And again, in the last video I told you want to try to make sure all your forces are heading toward the same location at the end. Here I have that. So I have Wizards and Barbarian King bearing down on the Town Hall. My Archer Queen, as usual, is beating on a wall. And I finished the raid with both heroes at full health. And as you can see, with 50 seconds to spare, I could have easily done this raid without a Barbarian King. Hope you enjoyed it.